just curious how you feel about being the first Prime Minister ever found guilty of a federal crime. Well, there's the ethics commissioner who said that you going to the Aga Khan Island on the helicopter was actually deemed to be a federal crime. Now, I've read that you said that he was a longtime family friend of yours, which is great. If he is, that's great. Except that if he is a longtime family friend of yours since you've known since you were a kid, you're probably not supposed to be giving money to his foundation.
Yes, I consider him to be, and he is a longtime family friend. The Ethics Commissioner, quite rightly, points out that there should be a higher bar for friendship for someone with the position and the responsibilities of the Prime Minister. And I absolutely agree with that, and I accept that. And that's why, going forward, every single one of my vacations will be cleared in advance with the Ethics Commissioner, because it's really, really important to me to highlight that we follow the rules. Now, there have been a lot of partisan back and forth on this, and that's all part of the way politics is done. It's pushing and shoving and attacking and this and that. But at the core of it, the Ethics Commissioner is the person who makes the determination of whether the right things happen or the wrong thing happens, and I fully accept that if I had to do it all again, I would have worked with the Ethics Commissioner from the outset, even though this was a friend, and we would have followed the recommendations that the Ethics Commissioner gave on this, whatever they were.
Why do you and your government believe that you know better than the doctors supporting our country and our healthcare system of what age should be legal for these youth? Because at the age of 18, it can easily get into the high schools, leading to the junior highs. Then you're having kids addicted at young ages.
I agree that marijuana is problematic for the developing brain, that we need to keep it out of the hands of our young people. However, it's not working. Right now, the current system we have means that, sorry to contradict you on this one, but there's already marijuana in our high schools. It's already easy for kids to buy marijuana. In many cases, it's easier to buy marijuana as a young person than it is to buy beer. Think about it. There's no black market for beer. You actually have to show ID. You have to go through a whole rigmarole in order to buy alcohol. And a pusher, or someone who's dealing marijuana, not going to check your ID. Doesn't care about how old you are. So right now we have a system that isn't working to protect our young people. And I'm saying, and we're saying, that if we at least treat it as stringently as we treat alcohol, it'll be more difficult for folks who are underage to actually purchase it.
Last year, I was diagnosed with ALS. The average life expectancy for someone with ALS is 2 to 5 years. In June 2016, Bill C-14 was passed, which gives you the right to assisted death. If it is my right to be able to choose death due to my terminal illness, why am I not allowed the right to try experimental drugs that have passed a phase 1 medical study in Canada? Why are the only options given to me by the Canadian government are to choose to die now or wait to die when what I want is the right to try? My question to you is, why are the legal rights according to Section 7 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, most in particular the right to life, not being given to me?
Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your service, and thank you for challenging us all, and me personally, to try and support you. I have a couple of friends that we've lost to ALS. Recently, one of our colleagues, Maurice Bélanger, who was an extraordinary friend and mentor to me, and I know the challenges ahead of you, but I also know the hope and determination that you have and that you share. The process around examining, certifying, allowing drugs, experimental or otherwise, is a rigorous scientific one that politicians fortunately don't do a tremendous job of influencing and weighing in on. I know there are always new approaches and new techniques that people look to with hope. We have to make sure that we're going through rigorous scientific processes in terms of what is going to work, what is going to be effective. But I certainly understand your desire, your drive to make sure that you are there for your kids as long as they will ever need you, and that is something that we both share as a goal. And I certainly know that working with the community of stakeholders around ALS, working with folks who are researching and investing in research significantly to try and move forward on this terrible disease is something we continue to do. I wish I could give you the kind of clear, determined answer that I know you want, but I'm not up on all the latest experimental or non-experimental treatments, but I certainly know that it's something we take very seriously, investing in health research, investing in science, restoring the respect for science and scientists in this country that is going to push the boundaries of what we can do so that you get better and so that your family can continue to count on you. Thank you for bringing that forward. And I commit to have a conversation with our science minister, Kirsty Duncan, and who's a passionate advocate for many causes like this, and our health minister as well, to make sure that everything is being done for you.